Good morning. I'm Lydia Seebeck, the Rogue Agronomist, and today I want to tell you why, if you have this soil, you really should be planting in this soil, and how you can get to this soil from this soil. So, this is my native Manzanola clay loam. It has a Munsell value. I'm only going to concentrate on the value for today of 6, about 6. And it is the same unamended soil I have all around my property. This is my garden soil. It has a Munsell of about 3. And you can see little bits of organic matter scattered through here. And indeed, I've amended for 9 years now with organic matter of various sorts. And that is how you get from my native Manzanola clay loam to this. It's how you get any soil to this. There are 2 ways that soil becomes dark. Either the parent soil, the parent rock of the soil is very dark, such as a basalt, or you use organic matter. Now, there is a trap here, and I need to really caution you. You can't do this all at once. You can't do this in 1 year, because there's a soil law. 11 carbon to 1 nitrogen. It's a really important ratio. Soil is always going to try to revert to this ratio if it can. So if you add a ridiculous amount of nitrogen in the form of blood meal or anhydrous ammonia, something of that sort, you're going to volatilize carbon. If you add 10 tons of wood chips and mix it into the soil, you're going to tie up your nitrogen. So you have to balance them year to year, all through the seasons. It's a little tricky, and I'll tell you more about how to do this in coming episodes. But the basic recipe I use for amending my soil is this. In the fall, I use manure. I have chickens, so chicken manure is pretty readily available to me, and I have neighbors who have other animals. So I use manure, and I do that in the fall, so it has time to mellow out and be safe by springtime. I add to that straw at times. I add wood chips on top of the manure, because otherwise my manure is just going to blow away, because I don't till my manure into my soil. So in my winds, it's just going to blow away. So obviously I've needed to cover. And wood chips don't blow that much in wind, not compared to other mulches, so I use wood chips. And then compost, of course, is in the same category as manure, something you put underneath the wood chips. To that, I've also added various rock dusts and other amendments such as kelp over time. My usual recipe is to add a layer of compost or manure, add in gypsum, azomite, which is a rock dust, kelp, and maybe some rock phosphate or bone meal, and then I cover that with the wood chips. That's the oversimplified, and I'll tell you more in more episodes, recipe on how I add enough organic matter to that soil to become this soil. Why do you want organic matter in your soil? Well, first of all, it holds more water, a lot more water. Carbon is like a sponge. If you have enough carbon in your soil, the carbon will soak up water, it'll soak up nutrients, and the nutrients will exchange between the soil and the plant root more readily. You'll have a soil that is more fertile as a result. Clay can also do this, but organic matter is even more effective than clay. So it doesn't matter how much carbon is in the atmosphere. Where you want the carbon is in the soil. And for the reasons I just mentioned. It's something that agronomists have known for decades, and the science on this is very well settled. So you want your organic matter in your soil because you'll have a better plant and a better garden. So in the future episodes, I'll show you how I do these amendments over time, and you too will be able to have soil like this. For today, I'm the Rogue Agronomist. Have a great day.